What's up, everybody? This is Johnny Basement, and we're back here in the basement. We are back here in the basement with the rules and gameplay of cricket, a breakdown. I said I wasn't going to do this, right? And yet here we are. Subscribe, bell notice, like button, drop your comments down below where you'll find a link to this video right down below. I have to tell you something. I told you guys in my last video, if you're new here, there's a whole storyline behind this third video. Go back and check my original rules of cricket video. Then check my response video, which is number 2 on there. And now number 3. I said I wasn't going to do this, but your guys' passion, your guys' outright passion for this sport, whether you are a hater or a lover in the comments to me, the passion for this sport, hater or lover of the sport, is so intense, that let's take all of the other previous stuff and let's just push it aside. Let's push it aside. I got to tell you something. I am extremely passionate about my Yankees, my Jets, my Rangers, and my Knicks. All 4 of those teams, I'm passionate about them. And now I'm passionate about the Brisbane Lions and Mason Cox, of course, of the Collingwood champion Magpies, which a lot of people can't stand. But because of the passion of the sport for footy that so many showed, made me look at the sport and get into it. So this here is a humbling experience. We're going to leave baseball out of this. We're just going to leave it out. It's going to leave it out. Again, your guys' passion has driven me to take a look at this from a fair point of view, okay? I'm here and I'm willing. Let's go in. I'm going to forget baseball. Outside of my Yankee jersey, that's the only baseball you're going to hear out of me, unless it's something that is going to be positively in a positive fashion toward the maybe a similarity or something. Outside of that, let's get into the rules and gameplay of cricket. A breakdown. Let's get into it, guys. All right, man. You guys are passionate. Wow. Let's go.
It's no secret that I've gotten super into cricket this winter, and I don't think it's going to fade. I don't think it's a phase, so if you're not enjoying the cricket stuff, don't watch. If you are, there's more coming.
That'll be one of the rare times I'm going to stop this video, like the other couple of times. I stopped it way too much. I'm paying attention now. Let's get into this, and I'm going to have questions for you guys, and you can drop your comments down below and explain to me this love and this passion that you have. Let's go.
I'm still learning the game, but I understand the concept. I lived in Australia and played in the playground a little bit, so I always kind of have. Here's a general breakdown. Now, I'm going to use baseball terms, so all the cricket people, I'm using the wrong terms on purpose. I think it's more relatable for baseball fans to understand.
I didn't know he was going to do that.
And just the general, if you've never seen it before, the general, very basic concept is if you've played running bases or pickle as a kid, that's what you have. These 2 lines are the safe zones. They're the bases, so to speak. And the wickets are kind of the strike zone or the base. So the guy's going to pitch it, he hits it, and then it's how many times can each runner run back and forth. Every time they run to the other side, that's a run. That's the general concept. The fielding team has to get the ball.
Now, wait a minute. This is a question. He hits the ball. Does he have to run to these wickets and then back for it to be a run, or just to this side and it's a run? That's all.
And throw it in before the runners cross the line. If they get to the wicket before the runner crosses the line, then it's an out. It's a 1-inning game, this version at least. Really long innings and only 1 inning apiece. So on this ball, that one's put in play and it's caught on the fly, so that's an out. They call it a wicket. So you see this scoreboard, this is how many runs the team has scored, 134, and this is how many outs they've hit into, and now it's going to change to 6. Once it gets to 10, it's over. Now this is the most confusing part. Cricket is broken up into...
So when it gets to 10... one side gets 10 outs, and then the next side goes, because that score showed 134, right? So however many runs they get with the 10 outs, the next team comes up and does their 10 outs, so to speak. Explain, please.
To overs. An over is a set of 6 pitches.
Hold on, let me back that up.
Into overs is the most confusing part. Cricket is broken up into overs. An over is a set of 6 pitches. It's like the biggest detail you need to know. Once you get that in your head, you'll understand all the stats, all the talk, all the chatter. An over is a set of 6 pitches. So this bowler's name is Verma. His first pitch, we saw they got 1 run. His second pitch, he got an out or a wicket. That's huge. So let's keep going. He's got 4 more in the over. That dude who got out, he's done. His day is over. He does not get to hit again. A new batsman comes in. His name is Max Chu. He had a really good outing in the field. Let's see what he can do. Hit.
So as some people have explained to me, so they basically, if I have this right so far, you have 1 inning. Both sides get the 1 inning with 10 outs per side, right? When that batter's done, that's it. So is there 10 batters for the 10 outs? And that's it? So it's 10 outs for 10 batters? So this guy can hit forever, let's say. He could just keep hitting until he gets out, correct? So if he gets a hit, does the next batter come up? Or does he keep hitting? Please tell me.
Him and Broom, they call this a partnership. And Broom's been in for a while. So here's the first ball to Max Chu, and he puts that, and no runs. That's considered a dot ball.
Let me back it up a second. So these 2 guys are teammates, or they're a partner. Number 4 here, this guy, when does it determine that he's going to go stand there? When he's out? Is it when you get out, do you walk over there until your partner gets out and then both of you guys are done? I'm going to have a lot of questions. And it's actually pretty interesting so far because he's probably going to get to a couple of them, so I'll save my questions as we go along. But at this point, is it because he got out when he hit it behind him and it was caught? Does he automatically go there and now his partner's up? Is that how it works?
So here's the first ball to Max Chu, and he puts that, and no runs. That's considered a dot ball. And because in this version of cricket, there's a pitch limit, there's 20 overs, which is a set of 6 pitches, meaning there's 120 pitches. Every pitch that the batsmen don't score a runoff is a win for the fielding team. So dot balls are huge. So you see now he's got 1 run, a wicket, and a dot ball. These 2 are great results for the bowler.
So the wicket's an out,
But
right?
in this game, the other team hit already. So the Volts need 13 more runs from 9 more balls. Like I said, we have these 1, 2, 3, and then another over left, and then the game's over. So it's coming to a real tight finish. Here's the...
Okay, hold on. 13 more runs from 9 balls. Does that mean there's only 9 more balls coming? I'm trying to make it sound not as confusing as I am confused at the moment. I think I understand the partnership, but 13 runs from 9 balls. So does that mean there's only going to be 9 more that the bowler's going to throw? So how does that work with the outs that are left? What if the guys have 5 more outs? Or is that it? Just 9 more balls? I'm a little lost on this one.
Left, and then the game's over. So it's coming to a real tight finish. Here's the next one, and that's put in play, and they can go for 1 safely. They can try to go for 2. No, they just go for 1 run. You can see it down here, 1 run. And now they've switched sides. So now the other batsman, Chu hit that one. Now Broom is going to swing at this one. Puts that in play, but puts it way too high, and that's caught for another out, another wicket. You'll see it went to 7 outs now, and he's done. He's out of the game. So this is a great over.
So if one of the 2 guys in the partner, if one of them, like he did, he just got out, they're both gone? Because I understand it that when you're out, you're out. But how does that work in the partnership? Does that mean both of you done? In other words, let's say that Broom was the first guy to hit and not Chu. Let's say Broom was the first guy to hit, and his first hit, he got out. Does that mean Chu doesn't get a chance as partner? You see what I'm saying? I hope I'm wording that right. Anyway, let's continue.
Over for Verma because he's got 2 wickets. They're pretty rare, a dot ball. And Broom had scored 62.
Why is 2 wickets rare? Why is that rare?
Out of the game. So this is a great over for Verma because he's got 2 wickets. They're pretty rare, a dot ball. And Broom had scored 62 runs. He had been in the game for a while. So it's pretty big to get him out. And now you have 2 rookie batters, McKenzie and Chu. And, he's only seen 2 pitches done. So they're coming into the game fresh, and there's only 7 more balls left. But here is what Chu does on this ball. Puts it in play and then runs, and it's basically like baseball equivalent of a hustle double. He needs to get as many runs as he can and maximize the hits. And they get back, and they get 2 runs out of it safely. So that's a good way to end it because now it's 10 more runs from 6 balls. You have a new bowler coming in, Cuggleen. I don't know how to pronounce that guy's name. And but now McKenzie is the batsman.
So Cuggleen coming in. Does this mean he has 30? What's the 1-37 mean before I start guessing? What does the 1-37 mean? And why did the other bowler? Why was he done? How many actual balls do they have to throw? Does it each bowler get a certain amount that they have to throw? I think I understand the batters. I'm getting a little lost on the bowlers. I almost called them pitchers on the bowlers.
Switched, and he's up. And they switch because every over, they now pitch from the new side. They switch sides.
Every over what? I tried to pick that up before, and I don't want to back it all the way up. Over what? What does that mean? When you're over. So I'm throwing all these questions, but hey, guys, I'm trying. You all are so freaking hyped up on this, and I see it in the comments. Like I said, I had haters. I had lovers of the game. So listen, helpful people to me, I got to know what's going on here so I won't sound so ignorant. So I won't sound so ignorant to the game without even watching it. So like I said, this video is fresh and it's new. So I need to know what over means, along with all my other questions.
So now this dude's going to get his first ball, and it's a pretty important part of the game. They need to get 10 runs on the next 6 balls. He puts that one right where it came from. Nice piece of hitting up the middle, and that's going to get him 1 run. Now Chu is up again. They switch sides, and here, listen to this.
Max Chu! Max Chu! It's out of par, you beauty!
That's a home
run. So over the fence
basically.
Like that is a home run. It's an automatic 6 runs. So here's an update.
A home run is automatically 6 runs. Is that across the board, no matter what style of cricket you're playing? A home run, 6 runs right off the bat. And why did they switch batters? I'm throwing a lot at you guys, man. I'm trying to learn. I'm being a sport here.
Update of the scoreboard before and after that 6er from Max Chu. Beforehand, it was a 138 runs. He got 6 runs on that, so it goes to 144. The outs stay the same. 19.1 overs. That was another ball, so now it's 19.2. Keep going. You have McKenzie. He got 1 run off 1 ball. Chu had 3 off 3. Now Chu has 9 off of 4 balls seen. So that's
because
their
of the
personal
home run.
stats.
I get that.
Before were the team stats. It was 9 more runs from 5 balls, but he got 6. So now it's 3 more from 4. So that's a huge shot because now victory should be in their hands. And then this is the overs, and we got a 6 there. And it's not a great start for our dude, Cuggleen, who's now got 1 wicket, but he's allowed 44 runs in 3.2 overs. So let's keep watching and see if the Bolts can do it. Max Chu is up again, and this one he's going to pop up in the air. Do they get under it? No, it drops, and they get 1 more run out of it. So if you look at the way this is bowled, he bounces it really short because he wants it to come up in an area that's not really fun to hit at because he knows he's swinging. They can't afford to not swing. They're just trying to get wickets or get dot balls.
What happens if you don't swing? It hits that wicket behind him and you're out? Is that what happens, or am I completely off?
And that one is, no, that lands. So that's another run. So now you have the rookie up again. He's making his debut in this league, and he needs 2 more runs from the next 3 balls to win it for his team. And what's he going to do? Well, he's going to hit what we consider a walk-off homer. Now he goes to the short side of the field, a double fist pump, big ol' hugs from the rookies, feeling good. What a way to end it. They win the match.
The rookies pulled
it's
it out.
over. Walk off. So this is the final scorecard. This is the Volts roster. The first batsman, he got 8 runs off 5 balls. The next one, 10 runs off 10. This is they were caught out, so C stands for caught. And then this is the fielder who made the catch. B stands for the bowler who bowled them out or who bowled it out. This dude, Phillips, wasn't caught out. He was bowled out, meaning the bowler just hit the wickets and he was out. And really, you look at this. Broom did all the heavy lifting for them in the 3-hole.
Yeah, 62 runs.
And then
Wow.
these guys, Chu and McKenzie, they never got out. They finished the match. On the other side, we have the other teams.
That's my question. They never got out. So when do the partners actually switch? Is it every time somebody hits the ball, then you switch? Is it when you get a hit you switch? When do they get a certain amount they're allowed to hit and then switch? When do they actually switch?
Bowlers, they used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or the Walker's brothers. They used 5 different bowlers. That's normal because you can't bowl more than 4 overs. That's a rule, so you can't just have one dude do the whole thing.
That's where I'm totally lost right now. I get some of this. I actually get some of this. And it seems way more interesting than I thought it was going to be. So big ups to everybody that kept pushing me to look into this again. I did because of all the comments. Now, what does 4 overs mean, and why are these guys coming in? If you watch baseball, to see, it's just a similarity, not a comparison. Is Verma like? Is it like a relief pitcher coming in, or are you only allowed to bowl a certain amount of balls? I understand economy. I understand the wickets. Obviously, runs, I understand that. Actually, let me ask a question on that. 6 runs is for a home run. Is that all the time? I already asked that. But is there any other type? If they run there and back, is that 1 run? Or is it there's 1 run, and then if they get back, it's like 2 runs? That's all. Let's keep it moving.
Dots. All of these guys had 10 dot balls. That's pretty.
Yeah, what's a dot ball? I know we talked about it earlier, but there's so much going on, and I'm so brand new, I forget what that dot was. So basically, an over and a dot. Let's focus on that.
Good. Runs. Our guy Fisher allowed the least 21. He got 2 wickets, so he had the best day out of all these things. So I don't know. Might be too fast for you. Might not. If you want to watch it, this league is on ESPN Plus. If you like baseball, you're going to like T20 cricket. I got to assume it's very similar in pace and play and intricacies. And if you understand what I just said, and then you watch a game, it'll all come together. It's much simpler than baseball from a first-time viewing experience because the general concept is just way simpler. It's no secret that I've gotten super.
Now, he said something that's very, very true. And I also have done this with people that wanted to learn hockey or the NFL or baseball or basketball, whatever. You learn, you watch these videos, or you read up on stuff, and then watch the game and listen to the announcers. When you listen to the announcers, a lot of it does come together. That certainly helped me in watching footy. Footy's an amazing, amazing sport, and I really miss it. Now I understand all the footy fanatics out there that told me there's 2 seasons to footy. Footy season itself and waiting for footy season. I get it. I completed my first footy season of watching as a fan and doing videos. Man, it was outstanding. And now I know what it's like to wait for footy. And I know waiting for footy season is terrible. So I get that. And from watching a lot of reviews and watching games on YouTube, that former games, going in the past, I really started listening and I started putting things together. I'm going to do this with this. I'm going to watch a game. And I'm going to let you guys know what game I watched. The comparisons, there's some similarities I see. But overall, I think what he said is correct, man. You got to watch the game. You got to watch the game and go with a little bit of what we learned here today. I would really appreciate the comments down below. I'm here, I'm willing, and it's because I'm a passionate sports fan, a diehard passionate sports fan, as you guys can see. I love my teams and I love my sport. So I understand when you have someone like me come around and say, oh, this isn't like this, or oh, this isn't like baseball. I was responding to some of the hate I was getting. That's why I said, let's forget all that. I'm here. I'm willing to learn, and we'll really see if I like this game or not. But it seems like you guys have a huge following with this sport. So I'm Johnny Basement. Please subscribe, hit that bell notice, hit that like button, drop your comments down below. The link for this video will also be in that comments down below. I look forward to all these comments. Let's keep it moving, guys. Let's keep it moving. I'm Johnny Basement, and I am out.